Alright, class. I remember the first time I went for a job interview. I gave a simple introduction of myself. I said, my name is Christopher. And then I told the person that my last name is Chen. But suddenly I realized that there's a frown on him. 什么叫 frown? 皱眉头。Then 我就马上开始说 you can just call me Chris. 你就叫我 Chris 就好了。结果他马上开始写的笔记上面他就写了Yvonne. 这个字怎么念
Christ.
Good. Christ. Who is Christ? Jesus Christ. 他就写了耶稣基督在上面。Right. For example, if this is your interview, 如果这是真的那个 interview， 让你对方你的 interviewer 写了这样子，你会不会当场跟他说，那个是耶稣基督哦 ，Jesus Christ， 我叫 Chris， 不叫 Christ。Can you do that?
Yeah, I can.
You can do that? Maybe that is not that appropriate. 或许可能没有那么的恰当，在一场面谈里头，在一个 interview 里头。So 今天我们要开始的方式是让你知道 some things that you shouldn't do in an interview. Alright? So could you please take out your textbooks and turn it to page 68. 就是打页的。Alright, on page 68, did you see there's a reading under exercise 2. It says, read about what not to do in a job interview. Match the heading A to G with paragraphs 1 to 7. 有7个一定会被 flunk. Well, 一心 what is flunk?
问题。
Good. 问题还有没有？7个一定会被当掉的，在一场访谈里头，一定会 fail， 就叫 flunk. Some ways to fail an interview. So this is something that you shouldn't do during an interview. 不能在 interview 里头做的一件事情。好，下面有7个段落，我们可不可以快速的看过？然后你再帮我把上面的段落，每一个段落都有一个 heading 做对应的摆入。我们先试试看第一个段落。There are different ways to be inappropriate. For example, if the company is very conservative. Conservative, Sarah, what is conservative? Do you know that word, conservative? No. All right, a conservative person is someone who tends to be not that bold. 没那么的勇敢 in trying new things， 尝试新东西的时候不会那么勇于去尝试的，那是一个 conservative person， 也就叫做比较古板 very close， 比较保守的，比较保守的。So 他说第一件事情if the company is very conservative, then clothes that are too fashionable might give the wrong signals。太花俏的衣服叫 fashionable， 可能会给你给公司不好的印象。Alright, if it's a traditional industry, 如果是传产，那可能这样子可能不太适合。To get it right, dress how other people in the organization are dressed. So 第一个的抬头，第一个 heading, can we have Mandy? 第一个的 heading 你应该挑什么？ Appropriately. Very good. Dress inappropriately. 如果你去一个 interview and if you're dressed inappropriately, then you definitely fail this interview. 不正当的穿着一定会让你在这个表现里头会有所差异，会有可能不会那么好的印象。好，那第二个抬头呢 ？What do you know about this company? Is a favorite interview question. 待会我们会有一个 interview simulation， 会有一个假装的面试 ，alright， 所以有一半的同学会是我们的 interviewer group， 另外一半同学是我们 interviewee group， 所以一定会有人会被问到这些问题。What do you know about our company? This is a favorite interview question, especially near the beginning of the interview. If you can't answer it, your interview might be rather short. So what you have to do is look at the company's website and also its Facebook pages and so on if you have them. 好，我们请一位同学来帮我把它 title 摆进去。Nico, can you tell us what is the title? Paragraph 2.
Don't talk enough.
Don't talk enough might be a good answer, but what about giving wrong answers? D. Which one is more appropriate here? Mandy, what do you think? You think it is? Don't talk enough. Very good. That is the correct answer. All right, we have 5 more to go. Talk on the phone. You should definitely not talk on the phone. Give the wrong answers. Criticize 要批评啊。Criticize your previous job or boss. You shouldn't do that. 不应该批评你的前老板、前上司。Don't prepare. 如果你没有准备的话，那也不 OK. Or talk too much. 如果说太多，其实也不是一个好的事情啊。Doing an interview. All right. Now with that said, 有了这7个，我们可以来试试看我们今天的小小的 exercise. I'm going to pass you a piece of handout. All right, one each. Alright, I have to split the class into 2 groups, interviewer group and interviewee group. So can we have a simple pairing, 2个人一组，来，就跟我们隔壁的同学，来，总共有4组。好，4组同学里头啊，我需要你们决定一下，谁是 interviewer group， 谁是 interviewee group。Alright， 怎么 split 呢？我们从前方的 A、B、E、F 组，2位会是 interviewer，2位会是 interviewee。好，一样，后面的两组同学，2位是 interviewer group，2位是 interviewee group。那你们要谁当 interviewer， 谁当 interviewee？ 可不可以用一个简单的方式来决定，看是自己自愿自己 volunteer， 或者是猜个卷。Okay, so you're the interviewer group. Thank you.
好。
So you'll be the interviewee group. Okay. 好，那后面的2组同学呢？Interviewee, good, interviewer. 所以刚好我们这一排全部都是 interviewer， 这边都是 interviewee. Right now, I need you to have some discussions with your partners. For interviewer group, could you please refer to the questions 1 to 10? Interviewer 们看1到10的问句，待会啊这些问题啊都是可以你来问我们 interviewee 组别的。那你在跟他们讨论的过程当中啊，如果有任何的不晓得的问题啊，别害羞，直接发问。连举手都不用，就大声喊出来的。Interviewee group, can you turn to the bottom of this handout? 下半部分 the bottom part. Now, I have some useful phrases and sentences typically used in an interview. Okay? Can you go through them and let me know if there are any questions? 好，我们花5分钟的时间，你先跟你的 partner 讨论一下这些句子，有任何不懂的话，我就来帮大家。Do you know what I mean? That's good. Right? Please go on. Very good. Very good. When they ask you questions, then you can, for example, they say, you can introduce yourself to the class, to the interviewers. Then you might say, my name is Sakai. You can talk about your interests, hobby, and your personality. Right? Imagine you met yourself 2 years from now. Yeah, we're going to read out your company. What would be one question you would ask for future? Okay, so maybe you can ask it to them, and then they'll tell you the answers. All right. Any questions? All right, now, before we go into this interview simulation, we need to adjust our seats. Okay, so can interviewer group adjust your seats so that you face each other? 你要面对彼此。所以我们前面的组队同学，你把彼此调成你们是 facing each other。后面的同学。When you're ready, you can start asking questions to the interviewee group. Now, I'll be beside you to give you assistance whenever you need. 那如果你需要帮忙的话，随时都可以求救啊！答不出来的话，随时都可以求救啊。Interviewer group 2个人一组哦，所以 interviewee group 也是2个人一组做回答，不要做单一。有时候我们在 English learning 的过程当中啊，有一个 partner 会非常的有学习的动力，而且他也可以帮你做一些简单的回应。Alright, okay, can we start? Interviewer group， 你们先开始问问题。That's very good. It's good to have a start with your interest. Then introduce yourself. It's good to have a start with your own interest. Okay, can we have another question? Interviewee， 你们被问到什么问题？你们被问到什么问题 ？What is your weakness? What is your weakness? Okay, can we do that again, please? Interviewers, you can continue asking questions to them. All right.
So you need to stop.
No, you don't have to stop. You can just go. Now, interviewees, 你们就要做尽量回应。
So,
Okay.
about your weakness.
They have a great sense of responsibility. 有很强的责任感。Can you say that again? That's a great sense of responsibility. Okay, let me repeat this to you. Now, you can, when you're expressing your opinion, 你可以用到11 to 14. For example, in my humble opinion, maybe you can say, very good, thank you for your question. Well, if I 请大家都看到我们的第8题。想象你遇到20年后的你自己。Imagine 20 years from now, what would be one piece of advice you would give to the current you? 你会给你目前当下现在的你一个什么样的建议？那这种问题啊 ，if you met this question, if you meet this question in an interview, it would definitely not be something easy. So all you can do is actually go into buying time. 可不可以请大家看到下面的 sentence 7, 8, 9 and 10？ 争取时间。好，看到这种问题的时候 ，maybe you would say, number 9, regarding this question, regarding this issue, and then you can do a simple repeat. Can you go into number 15? Regarding this question, 那你就要试着复诵 interviewer 刚才问你的一个核心概念的问题啊。If I met 那你要把这个英文表达方式哦，用正确的方法。然后 ，If I met myself 20 years from now, maybe I would tell myself to persist in what I do. Now, does anyone know what persist means? Right?
坚持。
坚持下去。To persist in what I do, right? To persist in 名词 persist in ing. Right? To persist in something that you do. Okay, this is one example of it. So, 可不可以轮流一人一句 If you met yourself 20 years from now, what would be one piece of advice you would give to the current you? Let's start from the back. Claire?
If I would give advice to the current me, I would say to read more.
To read more, to gain more knowledge. 太好了，吸收多一点的知识。I would tell myself to gain more knowledge. All right. Can we have Sarah?
I would tell myself to don't think too much.
Don't think too much. Nike, just do it. That's very good. Don't think too much. And Nicole? I would. Maybe you would encourage yourself. 会怎么样鼓励勉励自己？ Or you can say maybe I would tell myself to dream big. 梦想很大 ，dream big. Alright. 好，这个是一个我们简单的 interviewee practice. 那待会我们会有一个 switch over. 所有的 interviewees 换你们了，换你们变成 interviewers。刚才被问到好压力的问题。 Now, it's good to have a trial before the actual interview. 可以有一个模拟最好，在真实的一个 interview 的时候，你可以很容易去掌握分数。Right? Then later on, all the interviewers, okay, you're going to get ready and become the interviewees. 透过刚才第一 part 的部分的这个练习之后相信你对一些句子可能会比较有掌握度。 那通常瞬间被问到问题的时候，一定会比较紧张。可是透过了我们帮你设计好的一些典型的回答方式我们再 go through 一下最后面这6个 part。First part, introducing yourself. There are basic structures and sentences that you can use. Second part, buying time. When you don't know the direct answer to the question, you can buy some time, 争取时间。Third part, hypothetical responses. 在这种假设性的问题please make sure that you use the correct English grammar and structures. 要用正确的文法、正确的英文作答。右手边 clarifying and double checking. 确定而且重新的确认对方的问题是什么。这个部分也不会让你在 interview 的时候答非所问。Next part, expressing your opinion. 表达你的意见的时候，你可以加入一些比较听起来非常的当地的一个 native English speakers 的一些用法的一些用语，以及最后 saying goodbye， 别忘记离开之前要感谢对方的说法。Alright, are there any questions? If there are no questions, then we will switch over. Interviewees become interviewers, interviewers become interviewees. Here we go.